but act Chinese. Like a hacky sack, I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. Can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you, my own kids, the brass. They can off, them and you off, you too off, got two biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw, cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping, see the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini, I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics riot in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on we mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on we mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. And snicker my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from Ford Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here we go on the return from the 1. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On the ground, it is the rookie from Wisconsin. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll throw with Howell. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to throw. Howell. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now it's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. That one taken in right side by Leggett.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So it'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Howell. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll run with Gibbs. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down. 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Detroit. Point after. Coming up here. He's got it. And the Lions move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Howell. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Open man is Kadarius Toney, the former Giant. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number 1 thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 52 yards. Complete to Sam Laporta.
Back to throw. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Lions stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Whoa! They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Williams in motion. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. We'll go once more with Brooks. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third and long. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around when it falls incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Third and a yard. They'll throw with Howell. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Panthers will take their first timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Howell. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This fielded at the 2. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Now it's Howe. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Howell. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Howell has everyone set as they go for 2 here.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And this will be a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. He's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Gibbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And we'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And the Lions are going to have a first goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Gibbs.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, they tried Gibbs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Howell. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Second down and 8. To throw is Howell. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Here's Howell. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Oliver. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 3. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll run with Brooks. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Howell has everyone set as they go for two here.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
Joshua Carter to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A run here with Gibbs. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Howell. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency?
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Lions stretch things out even further.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw with Howell. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second and 7. Howell. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now, the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's Howe. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll look to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's a Carolina first down.
And the Panthers first down.
They'll look to throw again. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Howe. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Lions are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Their own 34-yard line.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not